Minister Keir Starmer announced he would step aside following mounting political pressure and public dissatisfaction, Nigeria's opposition has seized on the moment. Former Anambra Governor and NDC presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, is urging President Bola Tinubu to follow the same path, arguing that worsening insecurity, persistent economic hardship, unreliable electricity, and declining living standards amount to what he calls a monumental failure in governance. Well, the presidency has hit back forcefully. Presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga describes Obi's call as childish, anti-democratic, and politically opportunistic, insisting that President Tinubu remains firmly within a constitutional mandate, whilst pointing to economic reforms, rising government revenues, infrastructure projects, increased oil production, foreign investment inflow, student loan programs, and what he says are measurable gains in security and economic stability. So beyond the politics and the rhetoric, what is the true test of leadership in a democracy? Should leaders resign when public frustration rises, or should they stay the course and defend their record before the electorate? Is Nigeria moving forward under President Tinubu, as his supporters insist, or is the opposition right to argue that the country is worse off than it was 3 years ago? Well, for more on this, I'm very happy to say that I'm joined now in the studio by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's always good to have you here, because we know you have a very tortuously busy schedule. So when you can make it, we always appreciate it. Now, the presidency says Peter Obi's call for President Tinubu to resign is childish and undemocratic. But stripping away the politics, isn't the real question whether Nigerians today are better off than they were 3 years ago? On the evidence, can you honestly say that they are?
Well, let me start by, first of all, apologizing for not heeding some of your invitations. We've been busy.
Yes, we have tried a few times.
And we just came back last week, I think on Thursday or so, from a tour of the southeast part of Nigeria. We had earlier been to the northwest. I think I want to recommend to critics of this government to leave Abuja or leave Lagos and go and find out what's happening in the states. The states in Nigeria are alive. Things are happening there. Because of the President Tinubu's policies, states now have a lot of money to embark on a lot of projects that have impact on the people they govern. We saw it in Kaduna, in Kebbi. In fact, officially we went to Omoye. We saw it in force in Bonny State, in Enugu State, in Abia. States are doing things they never dreamt of in the last 5 years. In fact, I've heard some governors who said they would have preferred to be governor, ex-governor, to be governor now, under the administration of Bola Tinubu. Because the states are getting more funds. And they are building schools, they are building roads, they are building health institutions, they are embarking on, in fact, in Ebonyi, the governor is building a tunnel, an overpass, an underpass, everything from the resources that come from the federal government, from the federation account. So you see this all over. Governor Mba has never shied away from saying every time that whatever he's able to do now, all those things, building smart schools, building an electronic security network in the state, is because of the money coming from the federation account. And when you want to look at government impact, we have to start from that level. People always focus on federal, whereas the states, that's where it should begin from. And the states are not hesitant to always say they are happy to be governors those governors under this administration. Things are really changing. And people should wake up to that things are changing. And the nation is better for it.
Right. Well, if the administration is convinced that it's making a big difference and that its reforms and its funds, as you said, are working, why does public frustration appear to be growing rather than diminishing? Is there a gap between government statistics and the lived reality of ordinary Nigerians?
Let me say, when people say these kind of things that you mentioned at your conclusion, has anybody really done a poll to find out whether public frustration is rising or things like that? I went to the States. I just came back. I said we went to Omoye, we went to Enugu, we went to we went to Kaduna State, we went to, we must have talked about 8 or 9 states now. We didn't see this level of thing we're talking about.
Yeah, but did you go out and talk to ordinary people? You're in a cocoon with the president.
We are talking to people. They were praising this president.
Yeah, but if
your position keeps my lifetime.
Right.
People are praising him.
If you've got a crowd of people who are paid to attend an event, I mean, they're going to say what you want them to say.
They're just ordinary Nigerians who could see the benefit. Let me give you an example. One day I was traveling from Lagos, from Ibadan to Lagos, and Google Maps told me that there's a go-slow in the approach to Lagos. I decided to go Shagamu via Shagamu. And what struck me was that I just found myself on a paved road, concrete road. I said, wow, when was this one built? I've not been to Jebu for some time, and the few times I've been there, I always pass going through Ekwe. So I said, wow, this is different. And I found that our people, when I say our people, I mean our Jebu people, they stop complaining. I say, oh, no wonder they now have a brand new road that's not just an asphalt road, a concrete road.
Right.
Is that not beneficial to me or any use of that road? Is it beneficial? People are benefiting.
Yeah,
I live in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Anytime I go to Lagos and I ask Google Map to tell me how soon will I get home, Google Map will tell me 1 hour, 7 minutes. Before, 2 hours, 30 minutes. And the reason for that is because we now have a coastal road that has shortened my travel time. Is that not beneficial? What are people talking about really? Look, if you have students, if you are a parent, and you have 4 children in university, and they're able to access federal loan, which is interest-free, are they not benefiting? Are the parents not benefiting?
You see,
if you are a civil servant and you can access the credit card, very cheap loan, at below interest is about 7%, now people can access that loan at single digit. Are they not benefiting?
Well, there are question marks over how monies are trickling down to people with regard to those loans.
We have been pigeonholed certain assumptions, certain conclusions. People just say it's like in the early days of this government. I think the president went to Lagos. I think it was coming from the Central Mosque, and somebody now did a voiceover. They didn't power, and that means we are hungry. Since then, people have been saying that, hey, we are hungry.
Yeah, but
I'm a Nigerian. I have people for me privately. I don't see the level of hunger people are talking about because I see them and I keep asking them questions. How are things? How are they adjusting? What are the problems?
Well, if you take a very simple thing, okay, a lot of people's incomes have not gone up. I'm sure you're aware of that.
No, this government has increased minimum wage.
No, even if the labor unions are saying that does not go anywhere near, and in fact, a lot of governments are still not paying the minimum
That
wage.
is not true.
So
the governments are saying they can even afford to pay 100,000 naira. because of the money available to
The
them.
point is that the labor unions are saying that for someone to live comfortably the way they were living perhaps a decade ago, that you would need to quadruple that amount of money for them to live on that level. You devalued the currency. So even if you're putting more money into the economy, the value of the money you're putting in is less than it was when the value of the naira was stronger. And that's a fact.
No, if you do the mathematics, what was the level of our currency when this president came in? Officially, 4 and something naira to a dollar. Unofficially, we had criminal arbitrage going on, about 100% more than the official rate. What the president did was say, look, let the naira find its true value. Let the naira find its true value. And I think yesterday also, either it was IMF or World Bank, and it's another issue saying that Nigeria currency, the true value, is about 1.1. That's 1,100 naira or so. Even though now today, it's still 1,300 or something, even by CBN standard. Which means the naira can even do better. The naira has found its value. The naira will appreciate more as we are going. What we have found with the policies government adopted in 2023, I don't know, I know that about 6 million Nigerians invest in the stock market, and they have grown well there since 2023. Because the AISRC, those share index have grown from 50,000 to 270,000, about 5 times more than what Tinubu meant. The point I'm making is this: the companies operating in the stock market, they operate in Nigeria, and they are making money. And then you keep wondering, they are not making money for themselves alone, they are making money for their 6 million shareholders, who, as I said, have become wealthy because of what's going on there. Companies are making money. Was it today or yesterday? An oil company there reported first quarter profit of almost about 800 billion. 800 billion. Companies that can go to cement, all of them, they are making money.
Well, Dangote has always made money. That's why he's the richest man in Africa.
I have a friend who is into
I don't think you compare Dangote to the ordinary person.
Who is a fast food business. He told me he used to complain at the outset of this administration. Now he told me some weeks ago, he said, Bayo, this is the best time for this kind of business. People are making money.
Yeah, but people,
you see, if I work for government, if I'm 70,000 naira, unless I'm crazy or I'm just dumb lazy, I will go and do something on the side.
Well,
can I add to my income?
Yeah, can I come in here? Because you're pointing to things like rising GDP, higher foreign, reserves, increased oil, booming stock market. But the fact is that many Nigerians say they have never felt poorer.
How many Nigerians?
No. If you go out there and you talk to people across the country, many of them, and if you don't recognize that, then you're ignoring a very significant proportion of this country.
The other side of it.
Yeah, but why don't you give us the side of the people who are actually hungry?
Many Nigerians are also saying that this is the best time for them. They're making money under this administration.
But how do you explain this disconnect between macroeconomic success that you're talking about and household hardship that many Nigerians are talking about? The fact is that a crate of eggs that used to cost 600 naira is now several thousand naira. I mean, that's just a fact. There's no way to get around that.
The point I'm making,
and they don't have enough money to afford those things.
Let me be clear. I'm not saying there's been no increase in the cost of living. I've not said so.
Right.
What I'm saying is that, some people may not have adjusted easily because of the we have just 3 years in office because of the sudden devaluation of the naira and the other policies that you are. But what I'm saying that things are not as dismal as the opposition is saying. If you look at you mentioned macroeconomic indicators. It shows that something is going on right for this country, and you have to get that macroeconomic sector right before you can even talk about macro.
True.
Yeah, and there's nowhere in the world, there are reforms that we are implementing where they have been done, where people don't go through certain pressures, certain pains. That's what we are facing. This president is acutely aware of this problem. And a lot of policies he has been pursuing, they have been directed to reducing the pains that people face. Look, we increased the cost of fuel. It went up. What did this president do? He said, look, there's an alternative, a cheaper one to fossil fuel, and that is CNG. There's a day in this Abuja, I went to one station to go and buy gas, and I saw a long queue. I was wondering, what is going on here? Over 2 kilometers. What's going on here? They came to buy CNG. I know companies that say no, they're not going to use diesel-powered generators anymore. They're now on CNG.
Well,
so that is what the president is doing. He knows petrol is expensive, this is expensive, this is alternative.
Yeah, well,
far cheaper.
The president himself has acknowledged that people are suffering. I mean, he said that in his speech, Democracy Day speech.
Yeah.
What bothers a lot of people is not the fact that you're putting in reforms that may be potentially commendable.
Also, as you are doing reforms, also doing
what bothers
pushing the effect of what you are doing.
What bothers people is that you're telling them to tighten their belt, whilst a lot of people in high office in government are loosening their belts. So there is that sense that we're not all suffering together, that people, ordinary people, are bearing the brunt, while the lifestyle of in power has not changed. How do you respond to that?
Well, that is not totally true. Let me just tell you a story. Today, after a meeting, I spoke with the Minister of Finance.
Right.
It will shock people that some ministers, some of them spoke during the last budget exercise that they didn't receive capital money and so on. Some ministers, some of them have been, because they come into office to serve, some of them have been using their personal funds to run. Some of them, they're not collecting government money.
What do you mean to run?
I mean to run their official work.
Right, but why is that? If you've got all this money, why aren't they getting their budgets?
Well, the government is doing so many things at the same time.
So the government is disorganized. It doesn't know where to... Well, I mean, a lot of the ministries are saying they're not getting their budget.
That is capital budget. Government is doing so many things at the same time.
Right.
So many things. So you have to prioritize where you put the money. So that's what's going on.
Okay, well, 3
years
ago, President Tinubu said he would ask not to be re-elected if he failed to improve dramatically electricity supply. Can you point to a tangible...
You didn't finish that quote.
No, I'm
finish it.
He said I didn't finish.
No.
What I'm asking,
that's one of the
can you point to a tangible improvement that the average Nigerian can feel today when they switch on a light or run a business?
My brother, that is not exactly what he said.
Well, you finished the
Finish
quote.
the quote. No, you
What was the rest of the quote?
Finish the quote. He said he will give Nigerians power. He said, that's what I'm paraphrasing now.
Yeah.
And he said he also end the era of estimated billing.
Right.
A problem that he has largely solved because his government, it should not be his business, but his government is producing meter, asking the discourse to give people free of charge. And he said, if by any chance he has reasons where he cannot give Nigerians adequate power, then they should understand the problems are in
No, but he said, don't vote me, don't re-elect me.
No.
I mean, it's very clear. We have the clear.
He didn't say it that way.
Well, he said it that way.
Let me see. If I open my phone, I can tell you exactly what he said.
Actually, we that clip, I'm not sure. I mean, we've played it with one of your spokesmen before, Daniel Bola. I mean, we'll have to find it. Because I didn't realize we were going to have an argument over it.
Full quote. I gave Bola. I said, look, they just fooled you here. The full quote, the president gave some extenuating circumstances that if he's not able to do this because of so and so and so, people should understand.
Right. Well,
and what he did, to show that he meant business, the first thing he did when he came to office, he signed the Electricity Act, which enables states to generate power, to transmit power, to distribute power. He did that.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
And some
that
of the
is
states,
definitely a good
some of the
thing.
states are taking advantage of that. More are going to do so.
That is a good thing.
That will make the electric sector open, more competitive.
We'll have to see.
That.
He did say he would pull it off before seeking re-election.
Has increased. We are not at the level that the president meant it. I can tell you that. What people don't know, and which unfortunately Peter did not know, Peter Obi, when he came and said it's going to generate 10,000 megawatts. We already have in Nigeria installed capacity of 13,500 megawatts. And what are the problems? No gas. Or the player are owing the gas companies. Legacy debt over 4 trillion, which has become the problem of this administration, and it's trying to clear it. And the transmission, the grid, is outdated.
Indeed.
Outdated.
But that's part of the reforms that you need to put in place.
Floated the idea of GAMCO to optimize some of the power plants. Let's say we have 13,500 megawatts installed.
Yeah.
Some of them are not even functional.
But you've got...
And they're there.
But you installed solar power in the presidency, did you?
You know that will be a backup. That's a backup.
Well, because the reason I'm saying that is that you put
that
in...
I have solar at home. It's a backup.
Yeah, but the ordinary people don't have solar.
There's no better power. The government is also helping them.
Yeah.
This same government, under Rural Electricity Agency, is installing solar in universities, in medical institutions, in markets, in so many places.
Anyway, let's move on from that, because time is running out and it's not every day that we have you here. So we appreciate your being there and your attempts to explain a lot of these things. Peter Obi said insecurity has worsened. The presidency says insecurity has improved. If security is improving, how do you explain the continuing wave of kidnappings, attacks on communities, and the recent killings of senior military officers in Nigeria?
Well, some of these breaches we are talking about, they are not. It's not that Nigeria is under siege, as the opposition wants you to believe. They want to create the everywhere. There's insecurity.
Yeah, but you can't travel the way. I mean, in 2016, I drove from Abuja to President Buhari's hometown.
Last week.
And I drove from his hometown in Jara all the way to Calabar without any police.
We drove from Abakaliki.
Who's we?
To Enugu.
You're a government official. You've got guards with you.
No guard. We drove from Abakaliki to Enugu.
Yeah,
some 2 weeks ago.
No, hold on.
2 weeks ago, me and my driver, we drove from Kaduna back to Abuja.
Abakaliki to Enugu is a couple of hours drive. It's within the same locality.
I do travel.
You can't drive from the north to the south.
I went from Lagos. I traveled from Lagos to Oyo to go and attend a burial ceremony. Look, don't let people... You see, the problem is that the media in Nigeria, they're even creating the problem. The way they report insecurity is as if the entire country is consumed.
Can you drive from Borno State?
Yeah, some people do
through Yobe, through Adamawa, down to Niger State.
I will give you an example. Somebody who does it. In fact, one man came to my house yesterday. The DG, what do you call it, the executive secretary of the NELFON, he told me himself, I didn't ask him, he said he drove from Abuja to I think it was Kokebi, by road.
Yeah.
By road. Don't let people frighten you that the entire country is under siege.
It's not about
It's not about
frightening.
There are security issues. Nobody is this.
There are major security breaches.
Anytime I read about either a kidnap or an attack somewhere, sometimes I look at the time. I say, wow, it happened 8 p.m. It happened 9 p.m. Sometimes 1 a.m. I say, wow.
Yeah.
See, my brother, a long time ago, the police told people to stop traveling at night. They told them, stop traveling at night. That was even before Bola Tinubu said, stop traveling at night.
Well, let me make reference to the graphics you can see on the screen. That data was released by the respected West African security firm Beacon Security and Intelligence Limited, as well as ACLED, which is the leading international organization for disaggregated data collection, conflict tracking, and crisis mapping in West Africa. What it shows is terror-related fatalities between January 2015 and June 2026. Those fatalities stood at 53,047 deaths. Deaths caused by groups like ISWAP, bandits, IPOB, ESN, herder militias.
Between what years?
Between 2015 and 2026. So the president claimed in his most recent address of an 81% decrease between 2015 and 2026, without referencing the base of the percentage or its period of comparison, and all of that, according to this data, is unfounded. Because the data shows a 4.6% increase between 2015 and 2025, with a steady rise in fatalities across those years. So the data he's putting out is incorrect. I mean,
you can't be so categorical about that.
Well, these are the groups these are people who monitor this stuff.
The data we operate on is the data provided by the Office of National Security Advisor. That's the data we use, and whoever has compiled this.
Well,
where you got it from?
These are independent people who are internationally acknowledged. Who are internationally acknowledged as people who do these things.
The data we have is the data from the Office of National Security Advisor. I cannot say the data is wrong, and only this
Greetings, everyone. Good morning, everybody. I said we can listen to a spokesperson.
To a Nigerian family today, struggling with food prices, school fees, electricity costs, insecurity, and they ask you a simple question: why should we trust this government for another 4 years? What would your answer be?
No, I will tell the Nigerian family. I also have a family. I'm a family man. That whatever problem we are going through now is temporary.
Really?
The foundation for a stronger economy is already being laid.
Really?
And the indicators, they are all flashing green. That
really
we are at the brink of a prosperous country, and that whatever pain we are going through, whatever difficulty we are going through, they are just temporary, and we are going to overcome them. As for food prices, there's a time it went through the roof, but everybody knows that food prices came down, inflation came down, and things were again disrupted by the crisis in the Middle East. I strongly believe, and I want to tell Nigerians to believe that things are going to get much, much better. Even in the next 1 year, on another 4 years of President Bola Tinubu.
But just re-elect us in 2027.
No, we have concrete plans. You see, the opposition who are shouting, who are making all kinds of assumptions, attacking the president, have they ever come with any better plan? They only say, oh, you get there, we'll do.
You want Expo?
10,000 megawatt for electricity.
You want Expo or Nonuga? We ain't giving it.
And they will say, oh, in fact, one of them came here and said, you ask him, what are you going to do from what Tinubu is doing? He said, oh, he will do something different. Is he going to bring back subsidy?
He not consign you.
To fix the rate of.
He not consign you.
This woman, before you can even talk about them, let them come out with their program.
Lie.
Interrogate it.
As Tinubu hold on to his chest.
Anything feasible.
Lie.
Right.
We are not giving you Expo.
Before we have to go, because
dumb dollars.
And you did say
conglomerate of
the president
dollars.
was going to come out, be much more sort of public facing in terms of things like interviews and so on. But I'm sure you know that many people think that President Tinubu, and this is not me, before you say it's me, has no respect for them. perhaps even looks down or even sneers at them because they wonder why he never comes out to talk to them directly, never grants interviews, never takes part in debates, never tries to relate to them directly. So you can't blame them, can you, when they have this impression that he's a distant, detached person with a sort of sneering style who doesn't empathize with the troubles and challenges of ordinary people. What is your response to that? I mean, is he putting his own interests first?
Second to all those categorization, all those personal profile of the president you're trying to draw. Those things are true.
No, but I'm asking, why doesn't he ever talk to the
He talks. The president talks.
Where?
Today, the president addressed 2 meetings at the villa. Massacre people came. He addressed
I'm talking about coming out. Do you see President Trump?
No,
do you see the British Prime Minister? I mean, you know, people who elected you, not committees.
Yeah. Okay. Tracy, I see you. See it. My head. I see you now. Now they look comment.
Has he given since he became president?
Is that how you want to measure the water?
Well, that is one of the things that you do in a democracy.
That is wrong.
You've got to talk.
Wow.
The president talks. Where are his megaphones?
Really?
When he doesn't talk, he talks through us.
Really?
This is what he says we should release on his behalf.
Really?
He talks. The style is different. It's not that you need to know the president.
Really?
He doesn't he respects Nigerian people very much.
Really?
He's concerned about our country. He's concerned about the plight of our people, and he's working very hard every time to make sure that whatever problem we are facing today is just temporary, and this government will do a lot of things to America.
Let me ask you another thing.
See, what do you know, Biko? We need to know how things will be better, beg. Biko.
2 days after.
Yeah. After nearly, let's say after more than 3 years of your government, have you strengthened the sense of identity and nationhood amongst Nigerians? What does being Nigerian mean now? Has that idea strengthened or weakened under the Tinubu administration? The idea of a shared national story? Or are we increasing inside separate regional, religious, ethnic, and political realities?
The answer to that is international.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
If I remember, when
I'm telling you,
nomination in 2022, and he said something. He said we are all children of the same. We are all related.
Really?
Living in different rooms.
Really?
In a single house.
Really?
But what he did, intentionally, he brought back the old national anthem.
Really?
I know one of the lines that though tribes and tongues may differ,
really,
in brotherhood we stand.
Really?
That is his sixth song.
Yeah, but he brought that back after he won the 2020
election.
During that election,
he brought it back to tell Nigerians that look, the bond of brotherhood should
related children.
As Nigerians,
you guys are killing me this morning. He said shared shege, related children.
But President keeps saying.
But you're all politicians. I mean, you're a politician, he's a politician, so clearly because I mean, in the last election,
of course, that's what he intends to be.
I said the president has tried to remedy that by saying those tribes and tongues may differ.
Really?
Yes.
Right, so after you've won the election, that's when you then come back and say, let's come together as one Nigeria. But during the election, you split the country apart.
Bam! Charles, I like this your violence, this thing now. You don't they step am up.
Yeah, but like even Atiku Abubakar, who declared this was a northern candidate, and still saying the same thing now.
Well, that's not the impression people have of what happened in the
He won a pan Nigeria. If the president could lose Lagos, that shows you that, and he still won. People still had faith in him, and they voted for him.
Really? Who are the people? Who are the people?
He won. In fact, most of the votes, he won from the northwest.
Really?
He won in the northeast.
Really?
He won in the central region.
Really?
He won in some states in the south. He won part of the southwest. He is the only candidate that won a pan-Nigeria mandate.
Really?
Wow.
And he believes in Nigeria. He believes in the unity of Nigeria. He believes that Nigerians should live together as brothers and sisters.
Well,
and that is the reason he brought back the old anthem.
On that note, I want to thank you very much indeed. You've been a very gracious guest, and we appreciate that very much. Although you owed us an interview anyway.
Abeg, Eselori Egbeowoto. Look at them, shameless people. When we let Abatife respond, I think I have a longer version of this. Let me check. There was a 4-minute one. We have a couple of videos for you people this morning. Back-to-back violence, because these people they want to run mad. Okay, this is let's see if this. No, this is not it. This is not the one I'm looking for. Let's go back. All right.
I think Mr. Ononuga may well be right.
Abemona me like, please double tap your screen device to like kindly, or click on the 3 dots to like. Biko Nuno.
Which is a gated cage. When you are in a gated cage, you may not see what is happening outside. However, may we say this, that the report that we're talking about is documented about hunger in Nigeria. The National Bureau of Statistics of Nigeria says that about 68% cannot afford to feed. The National Bureau of Statistics says food inflation is over 48%. The World Bank says households in Nigeria cannot even feed about 60%. One other report says that over 70% of Nigerians are living in poverty. What you can say is not about what Mr. Ononuga says. Is he aware of these reports? Does he have counterfacts, alternative truths to counteract what these statutory institutions have said? That is the question we should ask him. But if he says he has not seen it, he cannot see it, because for this moment in his life, he's in a gated cage where he's in luxury, and he's not likely to know that even in the election in Ekiti State, they were distributing tomatoes and giving people rice so that they can have basic meals. So that's my defense of his position. But the reality should be what we experience. Even on this table, I don't know how many of you have eaten this morning, and how many of you.
I don't eat breakfast.
It's not even about. It's even about eating breakfast.
See, you want ask Oracle before you like it. You don't reach that stage. Hey, Salubwa, Nigeria. Oh.
That's the context.
That is the context. And let me read
Oh, no, the guy saying not they see the hunger one that they talk about. We need to say now that hunger na go buy everybody for Nigeria. Nigerians, Emurasi, I never see anything. I want us to quickly take that video, the responses. Okay? From
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for avoidance of doubt. But I mean, so Mr. Ononuga is a man I respect very much, and it's a difficult job to be the spokesperson of an unpopular government to a very large extent. And I know they would want to argue that and say that, who says
bad voice, more voice offer.
If you do a quick survey of the number of Nigerians and the realities they faced since this government came into power, many of them would let you
Warrior MD, you came in here dropping them. Even Tracy, confused, condensed.
Security that we
It's
a difficult job. However,
you want Cameroon, Niger,
Benin, and one of the people who speaks to the ears of the president. He's a special advisor. Be so out
exactly, Sid.
with the reality
I'm sure.
of many
Voila, they run.
And his sample size of survey was a group of people who
You guys are
for him.
bad.
Already we know that the
You guys are bad Nigerians. So now math not good.
It's difficult. Sometimes we are paying their salary for them to tell you the truth. This is someone that collects
He
salary
don't get fuel for him brain.
This country is very hard for me.
They don't do fuel.
From the realities of what is going on. And I think that's where the major concern is. We often said it and it just proved what we have said in times past, that the presidency is far removed from the realities of people on ground. Even when he was asked around insecurity and he said, oh, it's largely safe, then he goes on to say that, well, you are told not to travel at night. Are we for real? Is this what Nigeria has turned to, whereby the victims now become blamed for not taking care as a result of it? So if I get kidnapped, it's because I moved at night.
It's your fault.
It's my fault. That is a big problem. And so the major problem for me in that interview is that he revealed to a deeper level that, I don't want to say the word that we are in trouble. If the people that are speaking to the president, that are advising him, that are telling him what to do, are telling him that, Oga, don't know, like what Dr. Abate say, relax, everything is in control, there's nothing wrong with Nigeria, and people are just complaining or magnifying the issues, and then of course the cheap take at the media saying that it's media that is magnifying. We just report the fact, and in fact, in many areas it is underreported. Yes. We try to manage so that we don't continue to promote despondency with the people. So it is shocking, and I hope that the president is watching this show this morning. That, sir, things are not that good, oh. Food prices are expensive, oh. The people are lamenting, oh. Those in your convoy are not a true reflection of what is happening in Nigeria. Those whose allowances are paid and their lifestyle funded by the Nigerian taxpayers, who have Esther code, are not the true Nigerian voices. Oh, if you want to listen, just go on your social media platform, collect your phone from them one day and don't listen to what they're saying. A lot of them are just speaking to what you want to hear, sir. A lot of things are not working. People have modified their behavior without even knowing, because of the level of insecurity. People don't want to go out late at night. In Lagos now, Mushi, bomb explosion. So you're now wondering, should I go to the market or not? Schools have become, instead of being a safe space, have become a spot where children can be kidnapped at any time. Parents are afraid to take their children to school, and you say things are okay. Things are not okay, oh, in case nobody has told the president. And what we are just asking for, sir, is for you as the commander-in-chief, as the president of Nigeria, to do something about this. This is what the Nigerian people are calling on you to do. Please don't listen to those who are telling you that things are okay. People are suffering. Thank you.
Oh boy. Hey. Anyway.
Yes, those who are telling you that things are okay.
Hey, Mr. Pansat, long time, greetings. Is it Ndewo? Did I say that right? Ndewo.
Yes.
I don't learn for small Igbo. Call of Igbo now. I need to learn the language. I be Hausa now. I be Igbo now. So I beg. I need to come up with
I beg the Holy Bible or Quran or anyone that is any faith book. Even if it's a Buddhist, maybe the
I'm telling you, Pastor, we all know now, don't we? T-Pain is an oracle.
In the last 3 years,
is the worst. If there's anything worse than the worst thing, the vermin of the earth. Oh my God.
They've all increased for all of us. Dr. Abate is here. Dr. Abate, have they not increased? They've increased. From 50-something% poverty to 60-something% poverty because of subsidy. And the presidential spokesperson he was abusing Obi the other day. He can't even get facts right. He said the Naira has found its value. Oro! IMF the other day said the Naira is still undervalued by 25%. That the true value of the Naira is supposed to be about 1,000 something. How can the president be speaking without facts? He drove on a highway. No, they should not do the road. They should leave it there with quota and tar. He said he's not seeing poor people. He also claims he's living in Aja. Aja. And he said he's just seeing people that are hungry. goes ahead, starts to see all sorts, get a lot of things. Even the person that was even trying to correct people showed a lot of ignorance as regards even the power sector. The bill was the one correcting Obi the other day. In fact, I want to read something to you this morning, please, if I'm being given the time. As regards a reaction, an expert reaction to the interview he granted when he was talking about the power sector. Where they say, for the record, we have installed capacity of 15,000 megawatts. Is Mr. Onanuga saying that it's only the gas suppliers that are old? Did they not conduct a research of the indebtedness before they came in? Did they not remember the 4 trillion he speaks of that accumulated from 2050 to 2024? Did they remember the inflation and forex volatility due to the floating of the naira? Can they really exonerate themselves? I mean, you see, it just shows. And I don't want to believe these people don't know. You are saying that, Mr. President, things are tough. They know. They even know more than us the hunger and the suffering of people. But you see, because of partisanship, they can't come out and say, oh, things are tough. Because they know it's going to be an indictment on their government. Because most of these things were caused by them. What we are saying is take accountability. Mr. Onanuga is so quick to call people economic illiterate and call people names online. And he doesn't even know that the IMF released a report that the Naira is still undervalued. Naira has found its value after 2 days after IMF said this. They know these things. They're just keeping the facts away from these people. And enough of all of this. How long are people going to die for in this country?
You want it?
Oh. Okay, now let's go to the beginning. Meanwhile, Edo people. Okay, no, before we come to that, una know say the presidency of Nigeria, they monetize their page for X platform. Do you guys know that? Do you know how much they pay them? Elon Musk, they pay them 2,300 monthly for exclusive content. The Nigerian government, this is Trending Explained. This is from their Twitter handle. Trending Explained says the Nigerian government's Twitter handle is the only monetized official presidential account in Africa and Europe, charging citizens 2,302 naira monthly for exclusive content. You guys, let that sink in. Generating unreported revenue. Look at it. They took screenshots of it. You see it? This is how below sea level low, when the presidency don't fall into. See, 2,000. So if anybody from Nigeria wants to, if you want to, you have to subscribe to get the content. Oh, una never see anything, no. And it goes on. Tired of INEC? Let me go back here. Tired? No, this is not it. There was another comment I saw just now. I've lost it, but let's move on. You get the drift. That's what your presidency is going. Now, I'm going to come back to that video. Edo people, don't. Asari Dokubo come out. They say he want start war for Edo. Mo listen to Asari. I don't know where to carry Asari enter.
Battleground is Edo State.
Bam. Bam.
Our next battleground is Edo State. This organization was not formed for pleasure, was not formed for this sort of thing. We did not form this organization for this fine thing.
Yeah, now content creator.
We were going to Arubo for 3 days and eating raw corn. Everything at we ate everything. Ripe and unripe. Cooked and uncooked. All the water available, the well, everything we drank all.
Abemo na me double tap the screen to like. Oh, if you have not yet liked. If you have liked,
in Edo State to
don't like again.
In the condition that they are. Go and tell them we cannot continue to allow the judges to continue in the condition they are.
because government drew a line and said this is Delta, this is Ondo, this is Edo. The people of Ondo State have their right. The people of Delta have their right, but the people of Edo State cannot have their right. Ofunama is settlers. Opposite of Ofunama in Delta State, they are not settlers. How do you get this sort of argument? And the same people, the same Ofunama people, Polobubo people, the people in Delta are settlers, but Polobubo people the people in Edo are settlers. The people in Delta are not settlers. How can you give that sort of argument? We have historical documents dating back to 16 something, where it clearly states that Kelekele is an unjust settlement. All those Ijaw people who are claiming historical parasitism, that they are from Benin, they are liars. There is no Calabari man that is from Benin. I'm saying it as I'm.
Okay. So when it comes declare the war, people come to the show and map the response. All right, let's go to the different responses. Okay, then we'll come back. Let me see. We'll come back here. Wait, hold on.
To the palace of the Oba of the Oba Atokpere. The state director of the Department of State Service, the Commissioner of Police, Edo State Command, Edo State Government, and Edo State House of Assembly. An urgent petition for the Department of State Security Service, Nigerian Police Force. Yes, sir. The attention of members of whatever youth movement worldwide has been drawn to the trending video online attributed to national ruler from Calabar in River State, in the person of Asari Dokubo, in which he stated that their next battle is in Edo State. Their next battleground is in Edo State. We cannot allow the jobs in Edo State to remain in the condition they are. It is a time to take Edo State forward. Firstly, Asari Dokubo is not an indigene of Edo State. And it is indeed sad that such unguided, sacrilegious, and uncouth utterances is coming out in a time that Edo State is grappling with rising insecurity, such as kidnapping, banditry, ritualism, and communal tensions, courtesan activities, and as such, a statement is capable of thwarting the state government's effort at tackling the menace of insecurity. We would like to refer Asari Dokubo and to whomever is concerned to the judgment of the Supreme Court in Lagos on August 19, 1983, in suit number SC 131/1982, affirming that the and its surrounding, that surrounding can stretch from here to Lagos, and its surroundings areas are strictly Benin land, which the Ijaws, being settlers and tenants to the Oba of Benin, but the Benin's, out of their benevolence and hospitable nature, allow them to live as brothers in these various settlements. However, the reverse has been the case, as those whom we accommodated for so many decades are now trying to annex our ancestral land with the alleged restoration of their period traditional ruler in Ikogo, which they have corrupted to Igoro villages. They are trying to create a kingdom within the Benin kingdom, which is sacrilegious. The experience in the River State and the video in Akwa Ibom State, the Ijaws have always been known to be at war with the Ishekiris in Delta State, even in Ondo State and beyond. Furthermore, we want to state it clear that Edo State is not a battleground for any individual. Our Asari Dokubo. It is a home to millions of law and abiding Nigeria. I recapitulate, law and abiding Nigeria. Oh, they are asking the woman about the who deserve peace, development, and freedom to pursue their livelihood without fear. But no individual or group or commentator has the right to threaten the peace of our state or political or for personal gain. We also want this to serve as a warning to Asari Dokubo and his lives that if as little as a strand of an air of any indigenous Edo person fall to the ground in any community, we shall not hesitate to respond back. In a turning foe, as no tribe or ethnicity has the monopoly of violence. Having stated this obvious facts, we can no longer be about the obvious. Now our demand is as follows. We urge the Department of State Service, the Nigerian Police Force, and other relevant authorities to take note of Asari Dokubo's insightful statement and invite him for questioning. We urge the Department of State Service, Nigerian Police Force, and all other relevant security agencies to invite for questioning one Godwin Omoye, the one who is parading himself as a parent of Iko and the priest of the person, who is currently parading himself. He should come and explain who made him parent or any traditional ruler. And he should now explain to the government who gave him staff of office in their donor. And we urge the Department of State Service, Nigerian Police Force, and other relevant security agencies to investigate and invite and question one Felix Ikebo in respect to his Facebook comment attached to this document on the plans and the people that are sponsoring him, orchestrating him, making so many sort of utterances that he want to dethrone our Oba of Benin. Now, we make this petition in good faith and on behalf and on the belief that the Edo people are hospitable and peace-loving. And we stand for dialogue, rule of law, democratic engagement, and respect to our real father. However, we shall resist any attempt for the state to be turned into any form of battleground, and we shall resist forcefully.
So I think the Oba also responded. I'm going to play the videos. Let's just get that done with. Okay, I think this is the same video. This is this.
If you can come without your voice, okay. I don't pity them. Anything where they say they come, this your call where they do pipeline, where they vandalize. You know they will not be able. I tell you. As far as Gelekele, well, now they call it Gelekele, but the real name is called Gelekele. Now they call it, it's called Ofu. The language. When they tell Nikolova, it's not Nikolova, a Nikolova. People will gather share, now in that place. All this territory, go reach whatever, all our territory, across the river, now our territory. As I make I serve this morning now,
Even to some of our people, when they see they come out, go they meet some of these teachers, they collect peanuts from them. We are coming for all of you, one by one. Ìyá ti jẹ náà kó olóògbé o. Òyà yà sílẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Níbi kò ní jẹ náà lọ òbí bá o. Òyà yà sílẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Ẹgbọ́n bí ọmọ yẹn gbayúdú ẹ̀pẹ̀ lóye. Ẹgbọ́n bí ọmọ yẹn gbayúdú ẹ̀pẹ̀ lóye. I want to use this one again to warn the man that is parading himself. Whether you be priest or whatever they call yourself, that place does not belong to you.
Yes.
That place where you think that you build so where you parade yourself is going down.
Yes, sir.
That place is going down. It does not belong to you. Now me talk am. That place where you parade, you will come up, God, you know where you go. The first way you start for office, you go let us know. That's me I come warn you. Any member of our youth where they join the jobs for all this river area, when I wait for us, we are coming to the water. That's to make a come talk. Ọba àtọ́pẹ́! Ọba àtọ́pẹ́!
Okay, all right. So I think the Oba responded. There was a response from the Oba. Okay, this is about insecurity on the issue in Edo State. There's serious insecurity issue. So let's just take Asari's response after. But they know they advise this man. See as he fat, all in body swell. God, I beg go.
Before I speak, I want to preach you depending on where you're listening to me. Ordinarily, I would not have spoken because the statement I made are very clear and explicit. Very, very clear and explicit. But I had that fellow who calls himself God.
I'm telling you, see, though, that's where me I lay my blame. I don't care what anybody says. When I hear them praising OBJ, I know, at all. I'm sorry. We will not be where we are today if Obasanjo had did what he was supposed to do. Thank you very much, Mr. Pansat. Please, if you have not yet may I first pause this thing. So, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a one-term president. Poll when I do. The 24% of you and 27. I know you people are going to call your fellow minions to come and say no on this. As much as all of you that are saying no, all of you terrorists will carry all your family members, carry you. The day when you go mistake enter Nigeria, anywhere you dey for the world, terrorists go carry una. Not only say they go carry una, they go take una family, they go use una family, they go flog them. Not only that, they go use una wife do doggy, use una husbands, una children take do doggy style. You see as they take tie that small pikin for bush, na so they go take tie all una family members to this 27% when say no. So all una family members, if it not be you, go be your family. If it not be your family, if you go be your papa or your mama, but all of una go collect for inside. Terrorists go be una. Na im go deal with una. Finally, we go there here. Oh, thank you, Mr. Pansa. Very kind of you. Thank you. Please help me to. If you have not liked, I'm not the cause of the problem in Nigeria. Like it.
Now, where are the historical facts? I am a direct descendant of Ghana, and I see it on this.
Sassy, don't they talk soft? Are you even hearing what he's saying? Please, I'm not hearing. Let's move forward. There's no need. We will not just waste each other's time. Okay?
I don't know, professors.
The judiciary is under state capture. Sorry. Oh, shoot. What did I do? Oh, man. I removed it by mistake, oh, my people. Mona Novice. If I find them again, I removed the bookmark by mistake. Okay, so apparently this primate Ayodele guy was carrying about false allegations against Rabiu Kwankwaso. Una know say Kwankwaso they don dey rest. All of them they don fire from all corners. They don't deal with the primate Ayodele. They are demanding for a public retraction and apology. Let me read quickly what they said. This is from Magaji Mato Ibrahim San and Co. Supreme Chambers. Okay? Primate Babatunde Elijah Ayodele regarding the publication of false, malicious and derogatory posts against His Excellency Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, demand for immediate retraction and apology. In the said publication, while addressing a physical congregation and being video recorded, deliberately to your knowledge and televised on a live stream to an unquantifiable audience, you expressly and without cause stated, among other things, as follows: Kwankwaso is a fake Toby. Kwankwaso will betray you. Kwankwaso has been paid to be vice president Toby, among other libelous comments, while pretending to be a preacher. I just went straight to the point why they issued this legal notice to him. Okay? The publication directly and unequivocally refers to our client and attacks his credibility, sincerity of purpose, and political integrity as the vice presidential candidate and running mate to Peter Obi under the Nigerian Democratic Congress political party. Your assertions, which are deliberate and premeditated, false, unprovoked, grossly unfounded, and unsubstantiated, meant and negatively portrays our client to right-thinking members of the society as deviant, hypocritic, deceitful, and insincere. Okay? If you want to go and read it, go to NDC Vanguard. You go see them, their Twitter handle. Okay, so the Oba was talking about the insecurity in Edo State. He don't gather all the traditionalists. I don't know if those ones go do. Because we get traditionalists, none of them. They don't do anything when they go feel. Make the terrorists take gum for one place. I be how they take the one. They go gum. They go just stand still or something. I don't know. Anyway, don't call them. Oh, say make they come show their power. They come talk about the insecurity and whatever power they have at their disposal, may they use them. Anyway, let's keep going.
My people,
sea water.
please watch this transfiguration
For Billy Kingdom, Bill Kingdom, River State.
How water changes color and becomes crude in village. This is not Photoshop. This is nothing. This is the reality of
The water is struggling.
what's outside.
It's not up to 1 minute. Turn black. It's not up to 1 minute.
God, I beg you.
Anyways, where is the Niger Delta and where is my brother Samuel Igbo? What does the NDDC intend to do about this? Yes, what do you people intend to do? This falls within your mandate. Abiuna, not the read on a mandate document. The NDDC was not created as a decoration. It was not created as a pipeline for scrupulous politicians to line their pockets. Its core responsibility is not to issue comforting language. Its purpose is to facilitate sustainable development in the Niger Delta, and this is one time you need to do it. Let me tell you that must include water, drinkable water, health, sanitation, ecological protection, community infrastructure, and development planning. Planning that responds to the lived reality of oil-producing communities. We can't be feeding this nation and be dying as a result. So, when a community like Benin is facing contaminated water, unsafe school environments, collapse in livelihood, and a public health emergency, the NDDC must show effective working and come, let me just be clear with you. The NDDC may not be the oil spill regulator. It may not be the agency that determines liability for gas eruption, but it is supposed to be an interventionist development agency for the Niger Delta. And when the people of the Niger Delta are forced to drink poisoned drinking water while bathing in contaminated water, development has failed. And if that is happening, this Niger Delta Development Commission is a failure.
To of Nigeria.
All right, so in respect to the video I made yesterday.
So before I come to this, right? So VDM made a video yesterday talking about how complacent the Hausa, northern influencers are. They don't talk about the insecurity and everything in the north, and also talking about the Hausas. So all the northern influencers just started attacking him. So anyway, this is his response. If I get to the video where he talked about it, I'll share with you guys. But because I'm sure it's like way down, because I've bookmarked a lot of videos that I had prepared for today. So let's listen to his response, okay? And we're going to go back and take some of the responses of the northern influencers.
All right, so in respect to the video I made yesterday, where I said that in northern Nigeria is what is holding the growth of Nigeria back. They are the ones pulling Nigeria down, right? I see a lot of northern Arewa influencers. They are making countless videos about me, insulting me, calling me this, calling me that. First of all, I didn't even know the Arewas have that much influencers. I swear to God, I didn't even know. It was yesterday I found out that you people have so much, plenty influencers. But then again, I check your profile. You people always talk about weddings, who and who is cheating in the Arewa communities. I didn't see anything about the insecurity, all the killings that have been happening in the north. I didn't see anything about that in your profile. Even on Salah Day, there was bombing in Borno State. I checked your profile, I didn't see. Do you understand? First things first, I know a lot of you are angry. I swear to God, I don't even care. What I want to say, I will say. You cannot do anything about it. Look at me. You can't do shit. I don't plan to be politically correct, right? I will say it the way it is. If you don't like it, that's your business, right? Like I said, and I will say it again. The northern part of Nigeria is holding Nigeria back because the politicians made it so. I am not blaming the people. I am blaming the government for doing that to those people. Do you understand? Little wonder why Kano State governor was doing an empowerment program the other day and he was sharing plates. He was sharing plates. What do they need that plate for? Go to the north, you will understand. And imagine use plate up and down to beg. That's not empowerment. That is empowering poverty. That is empowering poverty. The Arewas are the most honest people in the country. Take it anywhere. They are the most hardworking people in the country. I would rather do business with an Arewa man in North America than do business with anybody, any other part of Nigeria. I can't do business with an Edo man where there's an Hausa man in my mind. An Hausa man will give you honesty. They have all these good qualities, but they are suffering. Even the farm that they were known for, Say how they want to farm onion, they farm tomato, they farm this one. Now they don't even have farmlands anymore because terrorists have taken over these parts. Who is to be blamed? The politicians made it so. They need them in poverty so that they can convert it to political strength and power. That is why the North decides to become the president. If they are enlightened, then the people that are in control, they lose the grip. The grip. So they need to keep them in poverty so that when they are hungry, they don't have any other option. Anything the politicians tell them, that's what they do. Then they add 5,000 naira to eat, and Kano State governor can add more plates, and they can add rice. That's what it is. You think you love the Arewas more than me? You don't. You don't love the Muslims more than me, and you hide to think that. In this Nigeria, there was a narrative that there was a Christian genocide, very strong. Even American government supported it. I said, I don't believe there's a Christian genocide, that everybody is dying. None of you used your platform when they were saying that there was a Christian genocide. Did you use your platform to speak? At least I made it balance for the other people that follow me to see that, not the only Christians that they kill Boko Haram, they finish Muslims too. In short, now the Northerners don't suffer fast. Now Muslims don't die fast for Boko Haram. Did you use your platform to speak when you think you love them more than me? What we should be asking ourselves in Nigeria is, what is the way out? I'm not scared of you. One day even come my DM, they threaten me, say if I come not, say you will tie me. If I catch you, I go chop your father. If I owe you. It's still another time where you go talk. I don't go any northern state, so I won't go. Nothing go happen. Who you be? Are you mad? I don't even go anywhere with security. I go press you. Come on, Poro Banka. They're having a fight with very dark man. You should have a fight with the politicians. They condition these people like that. I think they don't know the solution. Tell me why schools in the northern part of Nigeria don't function. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. I said 60-70% of them. Oh, because of saying, somebody even get mad, they say, hey, I'm going to take the richest man is from the north. Shut up your mouth. Where build refinery? Where did they build it? How many companies, industries are in the northern part of Nigeria? Open your eyes, people. How many? Go to Lagos, see companies, see industries, see different textile companies, see this one, see that one, they function. At least people go down, they want to say, go back, you go buy shit, you go buy this, go this one. The only thing you people had was farming. Rice pyramid, cannot pyramid, yam pyramid. You know the game. Insecurity have taken over everything. More poverty to the people. You cannot have access to anything. You have access to guns. The politicians made that available for them. How do they get those guns? How do they get the cars? Those trucks, those gun trucks that Boko Haram are using, where do they get them from? Where are they getting their clean AK-47s from? Where are they getting their bullets from? How do they enter Nigeria? Who are their people in government that give them coordinations? Who tells them where to attack? Bello Turuji have taken over Zamfara. Who started Bello Turuji? Who empowered Bello Turuji? He's controlling Zamfara, controlling his neighboring states. The politicians are the problem. It's a control. talk to tell me very that man. Who told you I want to be politically correct? Now you have a platform to speak. Show me a video of you on Saturday. I went to Bruno on Saturday to create awareness, to make sure that people understand that it is not only the Christians that they were killing. I went to Bruno because people didn't know. I said, see, on Saturday when these people they celebrate their Salah, they pump Monday Market, they pump Post Office Junction, and they pump University of Medical Teaching Hospital. Oh, shut up your mouth. Come and talk to them that man. Bullshit.
Anyway, that was that. Okay, so in response to this Ononuga's interview with Charles, the obedient movement has responded. So let's read. Press statement. From renewed hope to renewed denial, Tinubu's government cannot wish away the hunger and insecurity facing Nigerians. The obedient movement strongly condemns the recent statement by presidential spokesman Bayo Ononuga on Arise TV that he does not see the level of hunger people are complaining about. Such a remark is a profound insult to millions of Nigerians struggling daily to survive. More importantly, it confirms what many citizens already believe. This administration is dangerously detached from the realities confronting the people it governs. At a time when families are skipping meals, businesses are shutting down and insecurity continues to ravage communities, such denial is both insensitive and irresponsible. Unfortunately, it underscores the gross insensitivity and disdain that the current government have towards Nigerians who continue to suffer as a result of this government's rudderless leadership. Before the APC assumed power in 2015, Nigeria certainly had challenges, but basic necessities remained within the reach of ordinary citizens. A bag of rice sold for about 8,500 naira, bread for about 150 naira, a crate of eggs for about 300 naira, while the naira exchanged at roughly 197 naira to the US dollar. Small businesses survived and millions could still afford basic food. Ironically, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu led protests against Goodluck Jonathan, repeatedly calling for his resignation over what he described as failed governance. Today, Nigeria's economic realities are far worse. Those who thought the Buhari years represented the lowest point in governance have watched this government surpass even those dismal expectations. Abysmal. I think it's abysmal. Okay. Well, thereby becoming the new SI unit for kakistocracy in history. The facts speaks for themselves. Oops. Sorry, I was going to get to page 2. Today, the naira trades at over 1,400 to the dollar. Inflation has devastated purchasing power, turning basic food into luxury items. Businesses are buckling under soaring energy costs, multiple taxation, exchange rate instability, and declining consumer demand, while multinational companies continue to exit the country. According to the World Bank and PwC, over 140 million Nigerians now live below the poverty line. Behind that statistics are parents unable to feed their children, families pushed deeper into hardship, and citizens so desperate that loaves of bread have become campaign inducements by the APC, as seen in Ekiti. You guys remember where they were throwing bread as if na chicken they feed, that be na cows. My God. Like was recently seen in Ekiti. This sadistic regime's failure extends beyond the economy. While officials claim security has improved, terrorist bandits and criminal gangs continue to terrorize communities across Nigeria. Hundreds of Nigerians remain in captivity, including hundreds of innocent school children whose only crime was going to school. Communities have been displaced, worsening food shortages and inflation. Even with increased revenues following fuel subsidy removal, critical infrastructure continues to deteriorate. Roads, schools, and healthcare facilities remain neglected, while Nigerians are repeatedly asked to endure much hardship. The first duty of any government is the welfare and security of its people. On both counts, the administration has failed. No amount of public relations can erase empty dinner tables. No media spin can persuade hungry Nigerians that hunger does not exist or comfort families whose loved ones remain in captivity. Instead of dismissing the suffering of Nigerians, this government should confront the consequences of its policies, restore economic stability, improve security, and build public trust. We know it is capable of doing that, but it can at least we know it is incapable of doing that, but it can at least pretend to try. Nigeria deserves leadership that listens, understands, and responds. No one that denies the obvious and attempts to gaslight a nation crying out for relief. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Okay, moving along. This is Showere. Now, don't say they don't put Showere for jail.
Before your parents exist, by the grace of God, Nigeria will be better. In the lifetime of your parents, will fix Nigeria. Before your parents exist, by the grace of God.
I beg, if you never like, oh.
Are you proud of it? Are you proud of Nigeria today? You are not. You're in chains. You're in chains. I'm telling you, all the chains. This will never save you. Shawara is the person who can save you. And when they send you to that person, Shawara, use your number 6. Because that is your Messiah. That is your Messiah in human form. When I'm going to do like this because my own weapons, my brother, and your family eating this money. And your family eating this money. Can your parents want to work? Can your wife and your kids afford school fees? They cannot. They cannot. But unless I can like the issue of Shore is uncalled for. And I will say that I will keep saying it. We are not the problem of this country. Rather, we seek to be the solution. We seek to bring a Nigeria that will work for their parents before they are sick. So if we should stop all this and go for Brazilians, people should. All this is on number 6, so that I want to go into something, so you must allow me. Whether now or you must allow me. That's the thing. Please let me come back to start. You must allow me. Yeah. Nigeria. I want to fight. You are blocking me. Please, I don't want you. Look, when the church comes in, I can't go in. Look, I'm going somewhere. You have to respect Nigeria. You work for Nigeria, Nigeria do not work for you. I said you want Nigeria very proud of. You will be out there tomorrow and like, what's the feedback? Nigeria is a mess. And the family eating is funny, opposite of that. Is the economy of Nigeria favorable to your family? No! Simply work on Barrister, go to the platform. Go to the platform. You need to pray to my very important. So that we find any document. Go to the platform. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you know in the 8 years tenure of Bola Tinubu as executive governor of Lagos State, he did not build one single bridge? One. To put this in context, Lagos State is actually a state that is actually built on water, surrounded by water. It's a coastal state. So he spent 8 years as the governor of Lagos State and he did not build one bridge. And you hear all the claims of he built Lagos, he built Lagos, he built Lagos. What did he build in Lagos? Let's jump into this conversation because it's very important Nigerians understand that for so long, this man has been built in the persona of what he actually never is. He has been given a personality that actually does not exemplify what he did as a governor. They have always turned him as the beauty of Lagos, and for many Nigerians that have been unsuspecting, that do not get to do research for themselves, that have never been to Lagos, that do not know anything about Lagos, you just sit because one of the problems we have as a people is the absence of history being taught in schools. And also, this has been the major benefiting attribute for politicians because when you don't teach people history, they don't know where they're coming from. Whatever you tell them in a generation like this, they will swallow it hook, line, and sinker. And so, prior to the 2023 elections, all the mantra was that he built Lagos. If he could do it in Lagos, he would do it in Nigeria. And many of us that knew this were saying, no, this is a lie. So why am I saying this? A video of Mr. P2B got trending on social media. A way back video. Let's just play this video and watch the video briefly, please.
Of a Benebe community in Oka North local government area of Anambra State can now beam with smiles as the predicament of having to cross the Ezu River with canoes has come to an end. The bridge over Ezu River collapsed 5 years ago when a truck laden with construction materials sank into the river. Anambra State's Governor, Mr. Peter Obi, who vowed to complete the bridge in record time, lived up to his promise. He inspected the project and expressed satisfaction. This has been the lot of Ebenebe people before the completion of the bridge over Izu River by the Anambra State Governor, Mr. Peter Obi. Movement of people and goods across the river depended on the unenviable use of canoes. People's anxiety grew with the endless construction of the initial contractor until the governor revoked the contract. During the inspection of the bridge, the elated state helmsman expressed satisfaction.
Last time we came here, the vehicles don't move across. Now all types of vehicles move across. In fact, you don't need to be told because you no longer see the boats and the traffic through the water, so you can see that particular movement have disappeared.
The project, according to Governor Obi, was critical owing to the economic value to the communities. He vowed not to relent until a thoroughfare is achieved.
Alright, that's a video. And when this video got trending, I made a tweet. And I said 8 years of the fraud Tinubu as governor of Lagos, he did not construct one single bridge. Peter Obi actually built 28 bridges. We will demystify the fraudulent figure in Asoro that have been deceiving Nigerians. Because I saw a post by Chief P saying he built Lagos, and I'm laughing because you see the problem with Nigeria is that many Nigerians do not actually know history. Many Nigerians do not actually understand Lagos. Lagos was capital of Nigeria since 1904, I think, or 1902, up until 1992. That is close to 100 years. Lagos have been the commercial hub of Nigeria for so long. All the major infrastructural projects in Lagos were actually built by the military. The biggest infrastructural project in Lagos today is the Third Mainland Bridge. It was built by IDB. So when you hear them say these things, because you understand that the Nigerian mind is fickle, we don't do research for ourselves, you fall for it hook, line, and sinker. And so when I made that tweet, many people in my comments, they were like, hey, it's a lie. Tinubu supporters were like, where did you get that from? Fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news. And I was like, okay, let me just probably do a quick search for myself. Probably I present evidence, and that's the evidence I'm about to show you guys right now. And I did a quick Google search and a quick Grok search, and I asked, how many bridges did Peter Obi build as a governor? And it came out. Peter Obi as the governor of Anambra State from 2006 to 2014 is widely reported to have constructed or completed 28 bridges. This figure appears consistently across supporters' compilations, documentaries, and discussions of his infrastructural record. It is often paired with claims of over 800 to 900 kilometers of roads built or rehabilitated, which improved rural connectivity. I now went and asked again, how many bridges did Tinubu build as governor of Lagos? Bola Tinubu as governor of Lagos State 1999 to 2007 is not credibly documented as having constructed or completed any major new bridges. Critics and contemporary discussion frequently note that no new standalone bridges were built during his 8-year tenure, contrasting with predecessors, e.g. the federal government project like the Third Mainland Bridge in the 1980s to 1990s, or successors like Fashola and Ambode, who delivered more visible bridges and flyover projects. So it is not a context of in Bola Tinubu's time where the bridges needed. Yes, because Ambode built bridges, Fashola built bridges. Tinubu did nothing in 8 years. So what did Tinubu build in 8 years as governor of Lagos? What is the benchmark? What is that blueprint? The blue rail is on that Sanwo-Olu. The only thing Tinubu did in Lagos in 8 years was to demystify and destroy the institutions in Lagos. All of a sudden, as Tinubu became governor of Lagos State Water Board stopped functioning. Lagosians could no longer get pipe-borne water to their homes. They started digging boreholes. Under Bola Tinubu, the rise of Aberoism under Bola Tinubu. So I'm bringing all this context for you guys to see, for us to understand that this man actually did nothing in 8 years as a governor in Lagos State. And if you're in any doubt of it, look at how he has treated Nigeria in his first term. All propaganda, all noise, all lies, nothing to show for it. No visible achievements. 2023, what did you do? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. 2024, what did you do? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. 2025, what did you do? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. 2026, what did you do? Coastal Road, Nel Fund. The same propaganda back to back to back. That's what I'm telling you for you. And it's important Nigerians understand who we are dealing with and why it is important we take this man and his gang of boju politicians out of power, so that we can have sensible leadership backed by history, backed by antecedents, not propaganda list. Like you can see it in this video. That's from Channel TV. So 15 years ago, I did not create that video. Evidence. You can see it on social media. This is no propaganda. This is real reality. If we want to get serious in our country, we should start bringing in serious politicians to occupy the circle of power.
All right. Anyway, we're going to be wrapping it up.
And what is my fault?
So,
I
play.
stood up here in the Senate
Yes.
to tell Nigerians
this
to
is one of the
us
videos I
that
needed
bandits
to
are
play
killing
today.
us.
Yep.
And suddenly, the governor thought I was fighting him. I have nothing. I have never fought the governor. I have nothing against him. But my people that sent me here asked me to cry, and I cried. And they appreciate 3 years since government. 3 years. 2024, 2025, and now 2026. The budget has not been implemented. He has never implemented a budget. How does a country run without a budget? Or selective financing of projects? And we have borrowed and borrowed and borrowed. Where is the money we are borrowing? All the revenue generating agencies in this country told us they have exceeded their target. Where is the money going? If anybody is telling President Tinubu, I have much respect for him as a nationalist, as a gentleman, if anybody is telling him all is well, it's lies. The earlier he make effort to correct these imbalances, particularly on implementation of budget, the earlier for him. Otherwise, wallahi, he will live to regret this. Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are complaining. As a father, we want him to listen and with the voices of Nigeria and bring succor. Whoever is telling him otherwise is lying to him. We will continue to give him good advice, but taking good advice is his prerogative. Despite our best efforts, that we thought we have done the best in amending the Electoral Act,
we realize that the Nigerian factor has made it almost ineffective. And the democracy in Nigeria has been very, very, very much threatened. You will agree with me that what they call primary and consensus is not limited to APC. Almost all the political parties is just an arrangement where kingmakers put their stooges to the detriment of ordinary Nigerians. We joined APC in good faith, and we did everything to promote one Nigeria and to align our resources and effort with that of the federal government so that the dividends of democracy can reach our people. We also joined because the party that we contested and won, mind you, we didn't win under APC. I won my election under PDP. So I'm used to contesting election under opposition. But unfortunately, when we came to the Senate, the PDP suddenly disintegrated and did not give us any direction. And we were left in limbo. And we had no choice than to move to other areas. Having done the party primaries and the leaders, particularly the state governors, only their loyalists or their stooges were given ticket. And all effort to make a semblance of primaries so that Nigerians can see democracy at work. If you lose at the party primaries, so be it. You have no one else to complain with. After all, they all have all the cards of the party members. But allow the party members to nominate. But alas, it was just a charity, it was not done, and we felt betrayed. We felt betrayed that despite our best effort, that democracy can work in this country. Unfortunately, the fate of democracy in Nigeria is at very, very comatose stage. But we will not give up. We would have folded our hands and say, okay, so be it. It will take care of itself. But sitting down to do nothing is not an option for us. We will go and contest under a different banner, and I have joined the ABC. And the person who was given the ticket, who won the primaries for ADC nomination, called me and said, Oga, I know they will not give you ticket. Come, I will surrender my ticket to you. And I felt touched for this magnanimity because I am with my people. I am with the grassroots. I am not with the people that wear agbada and collect money in the call of politics. It might interest you. A by-election was held in Kebbi State just last weekend for House of Assembly. In my own constituency, we have 80,000 registered voters, but only 4,000 people turn out to vote. My people are with me. We have no doubt. And one of the issues is, particularly for Kebbi South, I find it difficult that people of Kebbi Central, particularly Benin Kebbi, think they can sit down in Benin Kebbi and decide who contests, even for councillor in Zulu and their own local government. From day one, we say we will not accept this. And they find this challenge unbearable for them to accept. And tomorrow, when the election is done, they will see the result in their naked eyes. At least up to now, that this democracy has not been truncated. But we are afraid that if it continues this way, it's not the military that will truncate democracy, it's the ordinary people on the street.
Okay, so are you guys aware that ISIS used helicopter trucks to transport Oyo kidnapped victims to Kaduna?
Tuesday, 23rd day of
Mona,
July,
listen.
2026. Good morning, everyone.
Hey!
This is a very sad update, and I don't think that saying it on social media is going to change anything. But it is important we say it as it is.
Yes.
It is important that people know what is actually going on. And this is about the Oyo State students and teachers who were abducted from the school, who were kidnapped by these Islamic extremists. And after the whole thing and done, they demanded for Sharia, and at the end they said they did not demand for Sharia. Now, because of the controversies, the criticism that people started lashing upon them and their fellow Muslims, because we were feeling that these people are not talking enough, because they like what these terrorists are doing. I was one of the people who are feeling like that, and I still feel like that. So the terrorists now lifted the children to Kaduna State, and on ground, some elders to Kaduna State. My question remains this. In a country, forget about Tinubu now. Okay, Tinubu is not in this equation. Let me throw him away, even though he's the commander-in-chief. In a country where Christopher Musa is the defense chief, the minister of defense, the terrorists use helicopter to lift school children from Oyo State to Kaduna State. You are a minister of defense, right? So you don't know about helicopters flying in Nigeria. We are at war. You don't know the helicopters that terrorists are using or not. After airlifting the children, they use through the road to carry some persons again, because there are many, to Kaduna State. I ask again, do you people really understand Nigeria? Do you people really know Nigeria? Do you people really know what is going on in Nigeria? No, do you really know? Listen, I'm telling you, people knows about this. This is not, Okocha is saying something that nobody has. People knows what I'm talking about. No, they will not talk about it. They knows. The terrorists lifted these people. And, oh God. You see, there was a day military went to confront these people. Like, I can't imagine what happened that very day. I believe, this is an assumption, okay? I believe that before those military personnel approaches the terrorists, because they know their location when they were in Oyo State, even now in Kaduna State, they know their location. So when they were approaching, I believe insider called the terrorists, the military are approaching, go after them first. That was why the military that went there could not do anything and they kill one of them. If not, they will defeat them. When the vigilante went to confront them, the vigilante said that the only reason they were unable to rescue these people and finish these terrorists because they killed some of the terrorists when the vigilante people went there. And the vigilante members, none of them sustained even injury. They did not kill any of them. This is because there is no insider source who is telling them that the vigilantes were coming, this or that. So that was, the vigilante said that it is because of superior firepower. The gun lasted close to 30 minutes to 1 hour. And with pump action, the vigilantes, they are not like the whole community people. So with that pump action, 8 rounds and lesser rounds, they could not match the continuous firepower with the terrorists. If not, they could have defeated them and rescued the people. So kudos to the vigilante officers. Now, they have shifted or they have carried these people to Kaduna State. These people are in Kaduna State now. So what next? What next? These people, just don't forget that they know Rebadu with the rest people, they travel to Oyo State with helicopter. They said that they are going for a delegation, they want to mediate, they want to know how to release these people. But until today, they have not come back to tell you what transpired. They did not come out to say, this was how we went, this was. Because these people are going to Sharia. Either you give Oyo State back to Sharia or not. Listen, this was how these people captured Kwara State. Kwara State is a full-blown Yoruba state. A full-blown Yoruba state. They killed their kings, they suppressed the people, they installed their own king. And today now, they are, in charge of almost everything there in Kwara State. So I want people to actually understand what is going on. Not because this video that I am doing now, not because it is going to change something. Not because it is going to change something. I know it is not going to change anything. But it's important people understand what is going on. Nobody's talking about it. Tinubu feels of concern. Your people are being kidnapped, beheaded, transported from Oyo to Kaduna. See, Nigeria is run by terrorists. You can't tell me otherwise. In a country where the terrorists use helicopter to lift people they kidnap from Oyo to Kaduna, and the rest people they use roads. Meaning nobody has been monitoring these people. There is no intention to rescue these people whatsoever. Look at the Prime Minister of UK resigned. He resigned because people are saying immigration, but people did not understand. He resigned because he saw that Islamization in UK is now in another level. He saw that it is now in another level. Crimes everywhere. He resigned. Now, what I'm trying to say here is this. Someone like Christopher Musa, Tinubu, they have no business in office. I am saying this, these people have no business in office again. By the single action of terrorists using helicopter to lift victims from Oyo to Kaduna, it means that this territory belongs to them. It means that there is no country. No country. Like, this is 2026. I'm talking about even some West African states, right now as I speak to you, have a very secure airspace. Recently now, Burkina Faso is running their airspace. That even though you fly drone from another country, enter Burkina Faso right now as I speak to you, Within minutes, they will detect it and go after it. And a helicopter, terrorists have been using helicopter right from time. It's not today. So it's not because of this kidnapping. They have been using helicopter right from time. But I understand one thing. These terrorists, they don't own the helicopter. The government owns the helicopter. People in government own the helicopter. The government knows everything. The primary responsibility of the government is to secure lives and property of the people, of which these people don't have interest in securing your life. Where do we go from here? Is this not a serious matter? Like, when this thing is happening, are people supposed to be talking about the election? That is the question. Are people supposed to be talking about election at this moment? Why would you be talking about election? Why? Election for what exactly? Don't you see what happened in Ekiti State? How many people fought? How many people were ready to die? How many people were ready to face these people head to head? They collected money and, they back off. I pity what is ahead. I pity us. I pity us. Now tell me, a school that these terrorists storm, they kidnap people, they behead people. Are you going to tell me that what is going on is just a terrorism activities that is beyond the government of Nigeria? If you believe that this is beyond the government, you are dumb. Like, you don't have sense. If you believe that what is going on, the security situation in Nigeria, if you believe that it's not just a normal thing, you are very stupid to think like that. The government is colluding with them. And if you now understand that the government is colluding with them, do you still believe in the same government? Do you still believe that the same country one day will make things better? And another question I will put forth to you is this. Since 1999, that Nigeria entered into this so-called pseudo democracy, have you ever seen any year, have you ever seen any year where the country gets better? Tell me. Right from Obasanjo to Yaradua, to Jonathan to Buhari to Tinubu, is there any year that Nigeria gets better? Absolutely no. No. Nigeria has never become better in any year. And that is why I'm still telling you this, and I want you to save this video. You see it?
Nigeria, we hail thee. Okay, this was where they were sending Showore back to Kuje prison. Now what? Hey, what a country! What a country! Hey, God, I beg you. That's your Nigeria right there. You see the way they are treating a citizen.
Anything you can do to defend yourself. Self-defense is not a crime. Don't let any vagabond come and kill you when you have purpose to fulfill. In a country like this where government has failed, they don't even have conscience. They don't have human sympathy. And they are not ashamed. They fail and they are still talking. How can a government be doing this campaign for second term? Why don't they even have sense to know that effective governance is the biggest campaign for continuity? You are in power, you are fighting for power. No, when you are in power, prove that you qualify to be there. Your records, your impact, your results should make the people say continue. They kill people, they think it's about speech. And they speech, they can't make it. Don't let anybody kill you. Self-defense is not what? A crime. You need to fight in the spirit fight. You need to fight in the natural fight. All of them is spiritual empowerment. Meanwhile, I hear people saying when things like this happen, speak out. Speak out. It's not now we should speak out. The problem with us is that we don't hear. You speak out during election. And when those who are leading you spiritually say this is where you should go, you don't hear. It's my tribe. I'm from this place. Now they are killing people. They don't care which tribe you belong. And the problem is that election is still coming. We will still talk. You will still say it's my tribe. When they are now killing people, you are saying, where are the pastors? They should speak out. political. When we spoke up, did you hear? How many of you followed your pastor in voting? They come and give you 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, and they kill your children. Enough is enough. Prepare for 2027. While you are praying and defending yourself, they are alive to see them voted out. You know, the war going on between US and Iran. One of the US fighter jets was shot down. Take an F-16 Eagle or something. F-15 was shot down. One of the pilots was rescued almost immediately. The other pilot that was behind enemy line, they mobilized more than 100 special forces and reached aircraft. Over 100 soldiers went behind enemy line to rescue one person, because human life matter to them, and because they are a nation that have integrity and dignity. We won't allow our own to die like that. And they also know that in their country, it is your vote that brings them to power. So they need to be accountable to you. But here, hundreds of people die. All we are interested in is optics. And let me tell you what you don't know. Most children are not Nigerians. You are the one thinking we are Nigerians. Their children are not Nigerians. Most of them. This country is a looting ground for them. They are looting money for their children who are citizens of other countries. You, that the country belongs to you, fight for it and don't die. You think their children are citizens of this country? They are not. They are not Nigerians. Most of these people, the moment they die, their whole lineage ceases to be Nigerian. So they don't care what's going on. They only see it as a looting ground. Most of their children have not even come into this country in years. And when election comes, they will bring, and both you, your children, and your grandchildren will remain here. You are not fighting to build the nation. You collect peanuts and they leave you until after 4 years. They come back to still listen. That era has ended. And when you talk, they start with something you. Before you know, one accusation, one thing or the other. What a shame. People can't even talk. And you say it's a democracy. You have no problem until you say the truth. Then suddenly they start creating lies, start witch hunting you so that others won't talk. See, it's better you die on the side of justice than to die quiet or like a man without integrity. You are a man. You have nobility in your spirit.
Now, pastor talk in case you dey go church. In case you dey go church, you dey do like say you know dey hear, you know dey see. Now, pastor, because I know so na love pastor. Nigerians and pastor 5 and 6. Welcome, Augustina. Somebody else. Ahmed, welcome, guys. I see people. So this is for sure.
Security agencies right now should be inside the bush. What are you doing in court? Are you people mad? DSS already bandits. Have you not been grace? Who they kill now? DSS! Leave federal icons and go to the bush. Go and save our children. Who they kill now? Every day you are standing there like a statue. DSS! Every day you are here in front of federal court. Are you mad? You don't go and look for bandits. You should be going to look for bandits. It's not really bandits. What are you doing in federal court?
So, in respect to the video I made yesterday,
Don't respect yourself.
Respect your don't what happened last night. Now we are here. He cannot go. I like to 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 I
Nigeria. Abeg o. Hey! What? On that note, we go leave am for here. See, can you imagine? He's not running. So where this? On that note, we end it here. Many more to go. I go try see una later. You guys enjoy your day and take care of your mental health. Nigeria matter no be here, but we go overcome. We go continue to fight. We can't give up on that land. Nothing will make us give up. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. If you did not like, please, on your way out, help me to like the video. That's the only thing you guys owe me. Like the video. I had 63 votes. Very, very minimal likes. Please. Now, no even help me get to 20 at least. But anyway, let's leave it here for now. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.